All right, number 2, biggest mistake, hiring mistakes. Ugh. Raise your hand if you've ever made a bad hire. Okay, now raise your hand if that bad hire is sitting next to you right now. Okay. Now, hiring is a big deal, isn't it? If we get hiring wrong, we pay the price. And being good at property management doesn't mean you're good at hiring. It's hard, so let me give you a couple pieces of guidance on hiring. Number 1, when to hire. Our recommendation is this. If you're a small company, then do not hire until you're about to drown, until you just can't handle it anymore. Don't hire early. Hiring early is not a good decision. Now, when you're big and you've got some money to spend, money to blow, and it's not going to hurt you, then fine. Then hire early. But gosh, we've got to be cautious on this. Do not staff for growth, please. Okay? That's just an excuse for, I just don't want to fire this person, so I'm staffed for growth. Okay? That just doesn't work. We saw the statistics earlier in one of the sessions. Most companies are down this year. So, I mean, if you have a proven track record of growth, fine. But until you have the proven track record of growth, don't waste your money by hiring somebody who may or may not work. Number 2, think in terms of recruiting rather than hiring. We don't use the word hiring in our office. We use the words recruiting. See, hiring is getting a bunch of resumes from people off of Craigslist, people who can't find jobs, and looking them over to decide who you want to represent your company. Not a great recipe for success. Recruiting is going out and being proactive, finding people that are already good at what they're doing, and getting them to come to you. Now, I don't mean stealing agents away from your competitors. That's not what I'm talking about. But have you ever been having lunch or dinner and the waiter or waitress is just like awesome? You're like, man, that would be an amazing person. I was talking to Chuck between sessions, and somehow this came up, and he said, the last person I hired was my waitress at Bennigan's or something, because she was so good. I gave this talk a while back, and at the break, an agent came up to me and she gave me her card. She said, Mark, I have 2 cards. Here's my regular business card. Here's my other card. Look at it. And it was on the front end side, it looked normal. On the back, it said this: you would be amazing at real estate. If you're ever interested in talking about a career in real estate, call me. She said, anytime I'm at a restaurant, anytime I meet somebody that I think would be good, I give them my card. That's how we find quality people. If you're looking for somebody, one thing we've done is we will take a day. I've taken days and driven through multifamily Class A complexes and gone in as a prospect to meet their leasing people. Because multifamily trains people well, don't they? And I don't feel too bad about stealing people from the multifamily world. So you have permission for that. Our VP of operations, Daniel, who's somewhere in the room. Daniel, are you in the room? Or is he sleeping? He's waving, right? Daniel just waved his hand. He was my banker. He did all my loans. When I would want to buy a property, I'd go see Daniel. And he was a younger guy, and I was just impressed. He was just good. He was sharp. And so for a long time, I said, Daniel, have you ever thought of real estate? You'd be good in real estate. Nah, I couldn't do real estate. I love what I do. Well, given enough time, we recruited him, and he's awesome. We've recruited many, many of our team members. So think that way. You're going to want to recruit, not hire.